Good morning. We are live today with College Coffee Talk. I am Andy Lockwood from Lockwood College Consulting, and what College Coffee Talk is all about is a daily, for as long as I can till I run out of material, daily way for me to answer all of these questions that I have printed out that we've received over the last 2 years with all of the webinars and live workshops that we've done. We get a lot of questions sent in to us in advance. Pearl and I realize that we don't usually have a chance to answer each and every one of them, so I thought I would remedy that by going through these questions, and perhaps you'll have some of these questions. And by the way, if you have a question that we haven't covered, please feel free to stick it in the comments section here, either while you're having coffee or with me, or afterward, if you're watching on replay. So today I'm going to cover a financial aid question, which originally was submitted in August of 2016 by Jerry. Jerry's question: regarding divorced parents, what is the best way to approach the FAFSA process? The best way is to have him pay for everything. Okay. So there's a few issues with divorce, and I'm going to try to simplify as best I can, but slightly complex, which is probably why we have a ton of divorced families as clients when we prepare financial aid forms for them. Now, the answer of how to deal with divorce situations really depends on the list of colleges that your son or your daughter is applying to. For most colleges in the country, they require only one form, the FAFSA, the Free Application for Federal Student Aid, and that is 108 questions, a little complicated depending on your situation, more because of what it doesn't say so much compared to what it does say. But on the FAFSA, only one parent in a divorce or separation is the one that should be submitting the information. Now, just pay close attention to what I'm going to say here, because it's a little nuanced. The parent who should be completing and submitting the FAFSA is the custodial parent. Now, what's custodial mean? Custodial, for financial aid purposes, means something different than the, I don't know what the right term is, but the parent who declares the kid as a dependent in IRS or U.S. Department of Treasury regulations. So there's Department of Ed, there's Department of Treasury. Here's why it's important. In many cases, parents decide in a negotiated settlement agreement which parent is going to take the deduction. But for financial aid purposes, that's irrelevant. The custodial parent has nothing to do with the tax situation. The custodial parent is defined as the parent that the child resides with a majority of time over the last 12 months. So if you have a situation where there's a little bit of flexibility, and in everything I say here, you have to do this in good faith, so I'm not trying to convince you to do something sleazy or not to do something sleazy, because I don't judge. This is a safe place. Facebook is very safe. No one ever judges people on Facebook. So if you have some flexibility where it's about 50-50, but one parent looks a lot worse, meaning lower income and less savings, which in financial aid means better in the bizarro world of financial aid. If one parent's more advantageous, then I would nominate that parent to be the one completing the FAFSA. So that's the first component of the answer. Here's the second component. There's about 270 or 280 colleges in the country that require an additional form called the CSS profile. So they take the FAFSA and the CSS profile. Here's where it gets a little sticky. A big chunk of those 270 colleges also requires what they refer to as the non-custodial parents information. So they will catch up with, if you're trying to be strategic for FAFSA only schools, it'll catch up with you if you have a CSS profile school that requires the non-custodial parent profile. I don't have exact numbers, but all this is published on the College Board website if you want to take a look at it. But if there's 270, 280 colleges that require the CSS profile, my guess would be about 90 of them, roughly a third, would require the non-custodial parent profile. Okay, final comments on divorce situations. If you have because I get this question a lot too, if you have an ex-spouse who has refused to pay any type of child support or participate in any way, I refer to that as the deadbeat dad, because let's face it, it's always the dad, it's never the mom. and you're applying to a college that requires the non-custodial parent profile, you need to explain to the college that, to the financial aid office at that college, that you're not getting any help or any support at all from the non-custodial parent. You can't even, he's not participating. So in most cases, those financial aid offices will understand and acknowledge and make you just sign some sort of affidavit saying that you use your best faith efforts to to get them to participate. But some won't. Some will say, "I'm sorry, you can't apply without this." So that's a little issue. Another related issue is in a divorce situation where the ex-spouse is obligated to pay maybe half of a state tuition number, and the family instead wants to send their child to a private college. Okay, what's going to be judged, what's going to be viewed as the parent's contribution? Well, they're going to look at the ex-spouse parent's contribution. The financial aid office is not going to look at what the minimum legal amount is that he's required to cough up. They're going to look at his ability to cough it up. So that they're not going to be bound or influenced in any way by the settlement agreement, which says, for example, he's got to contribute half of a state tuition number. Okay. That was kind of complicated, and I did it really quickly. I wouldn't blame you if you didn't quite catch everything, because it's just the nature of the beast. It's very complicated. We are doing a financial aid and scholarships secrets workshop Thursday night at I can't remember the time. I think it's 7:30. But you can, if you want more information, I will post the link to that workshop right here on this page. And you're more than welcome to show up. It's totally free. Please, if you like this video, if you found it valuable, if you know others who would think this is valuable, please share this with other people. Please please comment. Let me know that you are enjoying this experiment, because that's all it is. I'm just trying to come up with a daily video until I run out of material, which maybe never. You may personally hope it's sooner, but it may be never. So thanks a lot for watching, and I'll talk to you. Actually, we're doing College Talk Tuesday in a few hours here at the Lockwood College Consulting Studios. So Pearl and I will be back in a couple of hours. College Talk Tuesday, 11:30, every Tuesday. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.